Starting today, YouTube's AI age verification is live, meaning YouTube is going to be using AI to determine whether you're over or under 18. And no, it doesn't matter what age you put when you sign up for the website. YouTube doesn't believe you anymore. So basically, they're going to be looking at your watch history, search history, and channel history. And if you get marked as under 18, you're going to be losing a lot of features on the website. The only way to get those features back is by one, building a positive channel history, whatever the hell that means, or giving YouTube a valid ID, credit card, or video verification that proves that you are over 18. Along with losing features, there's also going to be a bunch of stuff that is added onto your account. For example, you will not be shown any personalized ads anymore. I actually think this one's a good thing. They're going to be enabling digital well-being tools by default. So things like, hey buddy, you're on YouTube too long, take a break. Or, hey, it's super late at night, what the fuck you doing on YouTube? Go to bed. You're also going to get reminders about privacy when uploading a video or commenting publicly, and they're going to minimize recommendations of videos with the content that could be problematic if viewed in repetition. This is still very vague, and we're still trying to figure out what exactly that means. And also, your uploads will be set as private by default for anybody, and you also can't get any GIFs on vertical live streams, so like YouTube Shorts live streams. That is without mentioning this entire plethora of features that you're going to be losing. It is especially important if you are someone who uploads videos, and especially important if you're a monetized creator, because number one, you won't even be able to make any money if you're marked as under 18 and you don't actually verify yourself, and you will have no access to view certain videos, and you're not even going to know that certain videos exist on the website. So as I've said in other videos, if you guys want to go down the building positive channel history route, be sure to watch my video, how to avoid YouTube's age verification. This video goes over exactly what you need to do to build channel history, so be sure to seek that video out. But like I said in other videos, you're going to be essentially set to restricted mode by default by YouTube. So basically what it's going to look like is if you go over here and put restricted mode on, there's going to be a lot of videos that are going to be hidden from you on the website. For example, I have a bunch of YouTube ID videos over here. If I activate restricted mode, the vast majority of them are going to disappear. Only 2 of them survived YouTube's maturity rating thing. So YouTube determines the other videos as too inappropriate for audiences under 18. The videos aren't specifically age restricted where you have to be over 18 to watch them, but they are completely hidden from people who are marked as under 18. I know that doesn't really make any sense, but that's how it is. Using someone like PewDiePie, for example, if you go ahead and look at the types of videos that he makes nowadays, if we go ahead and switch to restricted mode, some of the videos are going to disappear, namely a specific video that was called I'm Done with Google, where he talks about how he doesn't really want to use Google as a search engine anymore. Keep in mind that Google is the parent company of YouTube. Pretty interesting how that video is the one that gets hidden. For myself, in terms of the YouTube ID verification videos that I've made, I really don't know why the vast majority of them got hidden, except for only 2 of them. And the only thing I've been able to come up with is maybe I didn't swear as much in those videos. That's the only thing I can think of. Another huge cause for concern with this whole YouTube ID thing is the conflicting amounts of information that has been given from YouTube. For example, they say that a selfie can be used to identify yourself as over 18, but a selfie isn't even listed as an option in the featureability section. It's only either a video verification or a valid ID. Apparently, you can also use a credit card as well to validate yourself, but once again, that's not listed as one of the options, so maybe that's just something they haven't updated yet. The video verification over here in the settings, it says after 2 months of channel activity and following the community guidelines, they will establish channel history and automatically delete your video, but other sources have stated that they will automatically delete your verification within 2 years. So is it 2 months or 2 years? I know they said that it's often deleted earlier if you build up enough channel history, but it really just seems a little bit weird. What is the maximum amount of time that they're going to be having our information for? Is it going to be 2 months or 2 years? I'd really love to know. And obviously everybody's primary concern is what is going to be happening to our information after YouTube collects it. Are they just going to be holding on to it for 2 months, 2 years? Are they going to be selling it? Why is YouTube using their very flawed AI system to conduct these checks? Keep in mind that these are the same exact AI systems that are unable to detect these horrible nudity bots that litter the website everywhere. Also keep in mind that these are the same AI systems that are unable to detect super inappropriate nudity ads that are all over the website as well. And also remember that these are the same AI systems that will mark your video for child safety policies. Even though the video was uploaded 9 months ago and YouTube said it was okay then, but now 9 months later, now all of a sudden the video is bad and you get a community guidelines warning. These are the same AI systems that YouTube is asking us to trust and be like, don't worry, man, we got your information. We'll go ahead and delete it in 2 months or 2 years. I don't even remember what I said. Just take our word for it. And privacy experts, understandably so, are pretty apprehensive of YouTube's new change, and they think that this is going to go down badly. David Green of the Electronic Frontier Foundation said that the lack of transparency means users have no idea how YouTube will retain or repurpose data from the appeals process, warning that leaks or breaches could expose vulnerable users who rely on anonymity. Keep in mind that Google, just like any other company, can be hacked at any time, and Google actually has recently been hacked. In June, they got hacked and it resulted in a huge data breach. It wasn't really the information of YouTubers that was leaked, but the point is that Google are the people that run YouTube, and if Google can get hacked, then that means YouTube is vulnerable vulnerable as well. Suzanne from the Electronic Privacy Information Center said the company hasn't explained how long such data is stored, whether it's sold, or how quickly it's deleted, calling the increased surveillance, quote, not privacy protective. I mean, YouTube actually has explained how long the data is stored, but they weren't consistent with their explanation. As I said, in the official YouTube settings, it was implied that the information will be stored for up to 2 months in the video verification and valid ID sections. But like I said earlier, other sources say they could be keeping your information for up to 2 years. So which one is it, YouTube? I'd love to have some clarification for that. YouTube has only confirmed that it won't retain data from a user's, quote, ID or payment card for the purposes of advertising, which has Green convinced a Google-owned platform will keep the information for other purposes. This was actually the exact point that I had made in one of my videos, and some people called me crazy for it. Here's my reaction to YouTube's video from almost a week ago, where I actually talked about how they said they won't be retaining data specifically for the purposes of advertising.
YouTube does not retain data from their ID or payment card for the purposes of advertising.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm being a dick, but hey, better to be safe than sorry, right? Did you guys notice exactly what she said right there? I'll go ahead and play the subtitles over here so you guys can see it. So she said that YouTube does not retain data from the ID that's collected from you for the purposes of advertising. Now, again, I could be totally wrong here, could just be nitpicking, maybe nitpicking semantics or whatever, but what do you mean by purposes of advertising? Shouldn't you not be retaining the ID at all? Like, not for any purpose at all? I'm glad that a dumbass like me can notice something that a privacy expert noticed as well, because it was really weird to specify, yeah, we won't be retaining your ID for the purposes of advertising. It would have been better to say that after we determine your ID is legitimate, we won't be keeping it at all. That's what they should have said. I don't know why they said, yeah, for the purposes of advertising. The most privacy protective option involves retaining the least amount of information and certainly not sharing it with third parties, which is not something that YouTube here has promised to do, Bernstein added. Experts also note that YouTube hasn't revealed the AI's accuracy, with no external audits or academic studies on its performance. Even the best systems have a 2-year margin of error, meaning 16 to 20-year-olds could easily be misclassified. And remember, if you get misclassified, you're going to be losing so many features to the website. Without strong US privacy laws, both Bernstein and Green say users who appeal have, quote, all bad options, especially when it comes to submitting biometric data. Green called the process really bad and creepy, warning that a biometric breach is far more significant than other kinds of data leaks. Biometric data is especially dangerous because, unlike a password, you can't change your face if it's stolen. Unless you get plastic surgery, but I guess I'll stop being a smartass. A breach could expose that information forever, leaving users vulnerable with no real safeguards. If the tool is wrong, users could soon face a stark choice: hand over sensitive personal information or lose access to one of the world's largest online platforms. This was a point that I had made in my last video. People keep saying the point to me of, DeepHumor, why do you care? YouTube has your ID anyways. They have your information, buddy. Why are you being stupid? That's how you got monetized. They don't have a picture of my face. I don't know why people don't get that. I have never needed to give YouTube a picture of my face or a video verification of myself to get monetized. And like I said last video, even if that was the case, I still care about the privacy of everybody else. If YouTube has all my information because I'm monetized, that doesn't mean I want everybody's information to be given to YouTube. It's like a weird point that people keep bringing up, that YouTube already has my information. So who cares? First of all, they don't have a picture of my face and I don't want them to have that. And two, that doesn't mean that I don't care about the privacy of the general public. But regardless, I've spent the last 7 days or more just trying to get everybody up to speed on the update, trying to spread awareness about it, trying to get bigger YouTubers to talk about it as well. There are normally bigger vocal YouTubers on YouTube issues like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye who have said little to nothing about the update for some reason. I really wish it was something that we could have rallied together. We wouldn't have been able to really reverse the update, but it could have been something where YouTube would have known that we were on a united front. But regardless, like I always say in every video, I'm not going to be giving YouTube my ID. It depends on if you guys want to give them your ID or not. If you care about the features that you're going to be losing, remember that you're going to be losing a lot of features on the website that I showed earlier, and you're going to be essentially viewing a limited version of YouTube. So many videos are going to be hidden from you since YouTube considers so many videos as inappropriate for mature audiences. If you do plan on giving YouTube some ID, think very carefully on what type of ID you're going to be giving them, and be prepared for that ID to get leaked, because like I said, Google can get hacked at any time, and it seems like a lot of privacy experts agree that this won't be a very secure way for our information to be stored. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. What do you guys think about YouTube's ID update? Are you going to be using the website? Are you going to go over to a different website? Thank you guys for riding with me throughout this journey. If anything else happens, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date. So thank you guys so much for your support. I got fucked over by YouTube during my coverage of this. So yeah, if you guys can leave a like and a comment, I'd appreciate that, and subscribe for more.